Let's say if we have more work in cybersecurity, we will have more students trained on cybersecurity so that we can have more students joining Wipro. Right? Obviously, this is a very strategic alliance. And that's something, as ma'am said, very passionate for most people in Wipro because you are helping do a nation building by improving the overall cyber security know-how or awareness in the country. Security, and of course, we will go to different. We already started signing COEs outside of India also. And lastly, is we want to build a scalable model, and that's why we are talking about students joining in 2026 and starting work today. Right? That is how we are working on. This is, as the slide says, it's a win-win-win for all. The students benefit, the college benefits, and Wipro benefits. Now, I'll dive into a slightly more details, which students you will be wanting to know in terms of how the course will run. The COE normally runs in three ways. Right? One is a value-added course. This is a word, a technical word, but why is it important? The 8th semester students who are passing out in 2025, they will go through what is called a value-added course. What is a value-added course? This is in addition to your current curriculum. Let's say if you are studying, example, in a week, let's say, or in a semester, whatever 400 hours are you, if you're studying for whatever courses are there, this will be in addition to that. Right? So this is not part of your curriculum directly, but this is a value add, which is an extra one. But this is only for the 8th semester students because we are almost in the fag end of the academic curriculum. But the second one is a credit course, and ma'am talked about it. For the batch of 2026 and ahead, this will be part of your credit course. An elective course will be offered, and you will be getting credits for that depending upon the number of hours you are spending. And you will get to know about how many credits you will be getting. Have you told them how many credits?
Yeah,
4 credits, exactly. Great, thank you, ma'am. So you will be getting the students of batch of 2026. They will be getting 4 credits for this, right? Which is including theory and lab. Right? And outside of this, if the demand from the business is for more number of students, we'll obviously do off-campus drive, and that is the benefit that the off-campus drives will be largely in colleges where we have a COE, something like Galgotia University. This is how the Wipro COE program runs. The first two are very relevant for students on the call. For the batch of 2025, it's a value-added course. This will run during your 8th semester. And after these courses, whichever credit course or value-added course, what's important is how will the assessment be done. Right? Now, this is the assessment plan for wherever we have a COE. There are 2 important assessments that every student has to go through, whether you're doing a value-added course or whether you're doing a technical, credit course, right, or elective. First is a generic assessment, which is not to do with cybersecurity. Like we have a COE for cybersecurity here. The generic assessment has nothing to do with cybersecurity. It is more about aptitude. In the next slide, I will talk about what is the generic assessment. The second one, the technical assessment, is completely to do with whatever you are going to learn, part of the elective or part of the value-added course. Now, if anybody has to get a LOI or an offer, you have to clear both the generic assessment and the technical assessment. You will get more details of it at the right time, but I'm just trying to give you the overall view as to what is the hiring process. This is the hiring process, right? Now, I will tell you as to what is generic assessment. Now, you could have seen that whatever is there from 1 to 5, it shows as generic assessment. Largely, generic assessment starts with number 2, as we are seeing on the screen. It will be coming up for you. One is, it's an 80-minute online assessment, which tests your aptitude in terms of logical ability, quantitative ability, and also a programming ability in terms of online programming. Right? This all you have to do in this 80 minutes online assessment, which is done. Then you also have what is a voice assessment. Once you finish online assessment, number 2, you will be, maybe people will be shortlisted based on this. Then they will go to the voice assessment. Again, they will be shortlisted, and then the business round and the HR round will happen. Business round, again, is not about what you study in the course. Business round is about what are your interests? What have you done during your course which interests you and outside of your course? This is just to understand your passion for technology, which areas of technology you love. Maybe you're doing a cybersecurity course, but you have a passion for AI and you have done a lot of work in the area of AI or maybe other technologies which are there. Therefore, the business discussion is to understand how suitable are you for an industry in the IT services part. Right? And lastly is HR round, just to see that we have a cultural fit. Okay, and we sometimes what happens, people go through all the rounds, but by the time the HR round comes, they've already got another placement. Therefore, those discussions happen in HR round, and of course, any clarity on salary, stack, and all that. Then once, basically after this generic assessment, normally people get an LOI, and then they go into technical assessment. But in the COE, all this is going to be together, right? So finally, LOI is not so important, but what you will get after you clear the generic assessment and the technical assessment, this technical assessment is based on the course that you are doing, which is the cybersecurity course, whether it is a value-added course or an elective course. And then you finally get an offer letter, which will tell you as to where and when you join Wipro. Now, I'll stop here. Okay, I'm just giving a minute for you to just absorb this. And after this, I will invite Bala to take over the next section. So get your thoughts clear, understand what is the process, how is it going to benefit being part of the COE. If you are enrolling for this, either the value-added course or the elective course, please do enroll. If you have questions, please connect with your faculty in charge, your teachers and your lecturers, professors. They will help you understand, get a view as to, is it going to benefit you or is it going to be adding burden? Bala, are you on mute? We can't hear you.
I was muted by someone.
You can hear? Okay, great.
Yeah, so I would like to introduce, thank you, sir, for your insightful addressing to the students, and apologies for few technical hiccups. Now I would like to introduce Mr. Bala Bhaskar ji. He is GM and Global Head of Cybersecurity Solutions and Gen AI for Security. Mr. Bala Bhaskar ji heads Integrated and Gen AI for Cybersecurity Solutions globally. He has been with Wipro nearly for 30 years. In the current role, he builds large solutions which cuts across multiple cyber domains and also helps customers in understanding and adopting Gen AI for cybersecurity services and operations. His previous roles include Head of Identity and Access Management Business Practices, Head of Competency, Director for Enterprise Security in Canada, and many other business and customer-facing roles in India, US, UK, and Canada. He is a speaker at conference events, and his top recognition in Wipro includes Best People Manager Award from the chairman. We welcome you, sir, to this orientation program. And now the mic is up to you to speak to the students.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Is it okay if I share my screen to avoid the lag?
Yes, sir. The screen is altogether visible.
Okay. All right. So we can move on to the next one. Yeah, I'm so excited here today in front of such a vast crowd here. I'm sure I will not disappoint you. You have interesting takeaways for today. What I wanted to today talk about is two things. Can you go to the next one? Everyone will get an understanding of what I'm saying. Can you move on to the next slide, please? I'll share my screen otherwise. Hold on.
I've changed, but there is some phase lag. Time lag rather.
Yeah. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, Bala.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm here to talk about two things today. Why cybersecurity? Why Wipro? Right? Especially to build a career, is cybersecurity the right space for you? Many people will have these questions. Even my daughter, who passed out 1.5 years back, had a similar kind of dilemma. So a lot of questions I faced directly myself. So finally, she took cybersecurity specialization as part of engineering, and she was thrilled to see some of the companies coming exclusively for cybersecurity uh, hiring process, and then finally she got placed there. So there is a lot happening here. I will give you a perspective on that. And is Wipro the right organization for you to invest and build your career if you decide to build your career in cybersecurity? These are two important things you need to understand. If whoever is really going for aspiring to be invest their career in cybersecurity, it's not easy to switch careers because each space today in IT has become such a vast area. Uh, so it's not easy to switch quickly the lines. So the decision is so critical for you if you are taking today. It's worthwhile to give a thought on this. So let me talk about why cybersecurity. So this is just one perspective about how we are seeing the kind of attacks happening to various country assets originating from different parts of the world for different reasons across different segments of institutions, organizations, industries, for various reasons. This is just a picture of how intense and how the scale at which these attacks are happening, right? This is just only from an external point of view. There is a lot even happening from internally also, knowingly or unknowingly, or through someone being misguided. There are a lot, many things. Am I audible now? I think somebody's muting my mic again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. So this is just a perspective of to get a feel of the state at which this particular cybersecurity relevance and importance is. You can understand why. Why is that?
कुछ चलेगा उसके बाद ना
ऐसा हरामी बच्चा सब है जो बोल रहा है ना उसी को म्यूट
Range. So it's again got disconnected. I don't know for what reason. I hope, can someone confirm I'm visible and screen is
Yes, sir. Screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, visible. You are visible, sir.
there are too many technical issues here from this team's. All right.
It you disabling?
Only one.
Everybody's video is disabled.
Disabled. Everything is disabled.
Yeah. Mike. Okay. I don't know. Someone is controlling remotely. The sessions keep dropping. Are we good to move forward or?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So having given that context, right, we feel cybersecurity is not far away from us. It is there everywhere. Either someone pick a choice to build their career in cybersecurity focused, or whatever you do, you need to be aware from a cybersecurity point of view. You cannot escape that this is the world that we are got all developed and got into. Either you be part of it or you be aware of it. There's no other third option here. So coming to interesting aspect about what is that one should look at to decide whether I should really invest my time and future in building my career in cybersecurity or not. These are some of the pointers or questions or things areas you wanted to introspect or you wanted to question yourself and get a clarity. I have given some of the examples here. One is about market size. Is this a bigger market for you to really see yourself prospering here? How big is this today and how big it can become? Today, the market size is expected is around $200 billion by 2025, and the prediction based on the CAGR, it is expected to be somewhere around $500 billion by 2030. When it comes to skills, talent, is this a field where talent is already abundant and excess available? You see quite often job cuts are happening, layoffs happening. That is not the case. It's completely opposite. Yeah, this is the area. The shortage of talent has always been there, and it is there today, and it's going to be there today, tomorrow, and future as well. You can see some of the predictions. Estimates talks about 4 million people across the globe. The shortage. It's such a area of demanding. How many organizations are really there globally who is focusing on cybersecurity from a point of either technology products or service providers all put together? There are 15,000 plus globally. These are all something you can even research on the net. Nothing we made up. It's all picked up from the net. So which means there's a large enterprise landscape out there who is providing plenty of opportunities and for you to really start and build your careers and go all the way up in the ladder. Another lever to look at is how active the new startup ecosystem in this space. If we don't see too many startups, which means there's nothing much left here, why will somebody get into a startup in a particular area when there is not much demand? But it is completely other way here. You can see that there are 5,000 plus startups globally in cybersecurity alone. As a result, there's a rampant mergers and acquisitions happening in the cybersecurity space as they flourish and reach a certain point. Either they sustain by themselves, staying alone, staying independently, or they may get merged or acquired by the bigger organizations like Microsoft or even Wipro. We've done recently 2 acquisitions. So this is a continuous evolution. And the next aspect is about how the innovation is really active in this space. The one way to understand the innovation aspect is patents getting filed by number of countries in the area of cybersecurity. So there are 2,000 plus across globe has been filed patents in the cybersecurity space alone, and this is going to be far more higher as we see with the kind of disruption and evolution of technology and adoption that we are seeing, right? And the next other important thing is about how is the overall academic world aligned? Is there a recognition for cybersecurity in the academic world? If there is a real market, then only academic world will have a focus, specialized programs right from the uh, your graduation program to the post-graduation programs. You can see the number of master's degree universities are plenty. I don't want to put a number that is something drastically changing every year. I remember 10 years back when I want to search for a person with a master's degree in cybersecurity, I literally could not find anyone in India, right? So we finally managed to go 14 colleges who are offering this master's in cybersecurity. Today, I'm glad that it is being offered even at the graduation level as a specialization courses. And today I see that COE of cybersecurity being spoken here in this context today. And do we have multiple specializations in the cybersecurity? There are plenty of specialization areas here, right? We will talk about that as we go along. Are there flexible option, multiple options in terms of career path? I'll start with one area and then can I go on to other areas within the cyber? Yes. So there are plenty of room and choices. The ground is so big and is expanding. The bigger the ground, the bigger the game you can play. As simple as that. Right? I hope you got some perspective what to look for to take a decision where you want to invest your future in terms of building career. And I have been in this space for last 30 years, all along in cybersecurity. When I joined my company, we were 10 people in the cybersecurity space business side. Today we are over 8,000 people. Now coming to the next dimension, why Wipro? So you all understood the ground is big and expanding in terms of bringing the opportunities in our way. Which platform that you need to take for you to ride the journey and then create your own platform in future? I'm talking about Wipro as a platform. Can it be the one for your cybersecurity career? So let us see quickly. So we have been in this particular space of cybersecurity for the last 2.5 decades. We provide cybersecurity services and solutions to global customers with a full suite of capabilities. Not like you come to Wipro for ABC and then go to somebody else for XYZ services. No, it's not like that. It's a full suite at what we offer. And we deliver it from our delivery centers, what we call cyber defense centers, in a flexible model. And are we providing services to anybody anyone in the globe? No, we are largely focusing around Fortune 2000 firms, and we happen to have 55% of penetration into Fortune 100 companies. That is where you really think big, aim big, and go big, and then create the scale of opportunities to the talent that is with us today and going to come to us in future. So that's the position today where we are in terms of 8,000 plus cyber securities. And no one else in the industry call proudly as we call people in cybersecurity as cyber securists. And supporting today's services for 600 plus customers across the globe, across several industry sectors. So where we do continuous investments in this particular space, be it in the form of our solutions or our intellectual property, building platforms, and also starting incubating new business practices, as well as venture investment. There are so many we do in this space. Just giving a glimpse of where our delivery centers, cyber defense centers are available globally, and the kind of solution that we build. I don't want to go through each of them. So this is where I want to spend some time here. Either people take opportunity in one of the company and stay with that company and then live within that company's landscape and exposure, or one can join a service provider organization like us, who will give exposure to vast amount of cybersecurity technology partner solutions. That is what you see here. All the logos with whom we work to build solutions, go to market in terms of with our offerings, and build talent and deliver our services to customers. So in the areas like identity and access management, data security, application security, the risk and compliance, the cyber defense and response that comprises of your security monitoring, vulnerability management, and all that, the cloud security, architecture. These are the kind of areas where one can really start anywhere and then they can really expand into other areas of cyber as they go along in their journey. The proficiencies could be like consulting and advisory, implementation, or managing the services, all kinds of capabilities, and one will be developing. So you see many organizations here where with whom we partner with to to enable to develop skills and talent to our workforce. We kind of segregate them into strategic partners, platform partners, and the venturing where we made investments, right? And some of them are just a training focus like capability partners. This is just to give you a feel of the length and breadth of the cybersecurity areas as well as the partner ecosystem here. And how we do, we always try to listen and hear from the ecosystem in which we live and operate. That is in the form of analysts, in the form of customers, in the feedback coming from the technology partners with whom we work with. So be it Microsoft, be it Zscaler, or be it SailPoint, or be it AWS, or Google, Netscope, Zscaler, or whatnot. So we continuously take their feedback and we participate in the survey and then see ourselves how we are moving up in the ranks. So this is one of the most interesting topic for everyone is what is the career architecture? So you might have heard about general network architecture, technology, solution architecture, all that. Wipro has been, pioneering in terms of enabling talent. When it comes to cybersecurity, it is we take pride that we are the industry leaders, because if you see in India, 1 out of every 3 persons whom you meet cybersecurity people, they will have a roots to Wipro. Because of the focus in which we run this as a sub-focus business unit with a greater business ambitions as part of that developing the talent. So there is a structured approach in terms of developing people career and tracks like consulting track and specialist track. You can see the titles, how they go up in the chain across all these cyber security domains, and the kind of roles they play, right, depends on what they get into project assignments. You see on the far right side. So I hope you got some clarity about the various cybersecurity domains, the kind of roles one can play. Not necessarily always one role. Every 18 months or 24 months, people always can look for new assignments, and they can go horizontally, they can go vertically in terms of roles. But as and when they really aspire to take up the vertical roles, which is basically one level higher than the current role, they will be also gaining the next level of titles as part of the Wipro processes. So with that, I'll hand over it back to the team who is organizing this. Happy to take questions after that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for addressing students. And now we will open students the question and answering from students. students, any questions, you may raise your hands, then we will unmute you. And we would like to take up any questions in respect with any doubt in offering how the courses will be offered at COE, and maybe any questions, Bala sir or from Harsh sir, uh, related with building your career in with Wipro. If you would like to ask anything, then you may ask. So, inviting the questions from students.
Yes, Raj, go ahead. I think we have to unmute their mics. if I'm not
Yeah, so we will be just looking at the raising hand. Who will be raising hand? We will unmute.
Shawaz, you can ask question.
Sir, how can I get the COE courses from Wipro?
You are which year student, bache?
Yes, ma'am. I am from Galgottias University.
Yeah, all from Galgottias University. I just would like to ask you, are you 2025 student, pass out student, or pre-final year student?
I'm pre-final year student, ma'am.
Yeah, so in your sixth semester, you will be getting a elective. It will be given as a choice as a elective. So if you would like to opt for it, you may select that elective. It will be as Wipro Cyber Security Basic.
Okay, ma'am.
So it will be available in our iCloud. When you are registering, when you will select the courses, you can opt it as a elective. It will be your departmental elective.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ankit, you can also ask. Ankit, you can unmute yourself and ask the question. Next to Dash.
Good afternoon, sir. I
Good
am
afternoon,
Ankit.
sir. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Rudransh this side. So my question is, after taking this COE course, as I am a final year student, like I am just entering in my 8th semester, so how will this course benefit me in terms in my career? That going into the cybersecurity department of Wipro is my dream. So how can this will be going to help me in getting into the Wipro? Thank you so much.
Sure. Bala, can you take it?
Yeah, this will definitely give you the foundation that is required before entering into our campus example, right? So there was a time where we take people and then we put them into intense training for several months. Now that has got changed when people are getting, enabled right before they leave the campus, right? And they are coming industry ready for them to really get onboarded into some of our work streams, and so we can quickly onboard into some of the project assignments. That's how it will be, and there will be further enablement based.
हाँ, ये बिल्कुल बिगनर लेवल है और तुम्हें अगर डायरेक्ट पास होना है तो वही लगेगा, कोई और आगे पैसा दे देगा, 15 16 या 17 हज़ार रुपये लगता है, वो पेपर पास हो जाता है। हाँ, ये बिल्कुल बिगनर लेवल है और तुम्हें अगर डायरेक्ट पास होना है तो वही लगेगा, कोई और आगे पैसा दे देगा, 15 16 या 17 हज़ार रुपये लगता है, वो पेपर पास हो जाता है।
cybersecurity, taking this will help him in career if he's from the specialization AI/ML?
He wants to take a career in AI, ML, or a career in cybersecurity. So,
Yeah.
Durgesh, the answer is if you want to use this as a bridge to move from AI, ML to a cybersecurity career, obviously this will help you, right? And if you are wanting, if your question is how much of knowledge of this cybersecurity will help you on the AI, ML piece, obviously it would, but maybe Bala said you are the right person to answer in terms of if you want to specialize in AI, ML, and how much of that and cybersecurity can have an intersection there.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take that point, the second part of it. So one, there are product companies who really hungry in terms of people with the mixed background of AI, ML and cybersecurity. I'm talking about the cybersecurity product development companies. Be it Microsoft, be it Google, or be it Palo Alto, or Cisco, etc. You name the big firm, they all have cybersecurity technologies as part of the business portfolio, right? So they generally don't get this combination. And coming to the services provider like us, we don't do product development as such, but we support customers who are developing their own applications and that way. But it's largely in the Gen AI side, not in the core AI ML embedded stuff. That's largely with the product engineering companies. I'm talking from the cybersecurity perspective. There are other units of Wipro where do quite a lot of intake on the AI ML to do the core embedded stuff in different streams, not necessarily in cybersecurity. There's a product engineering team, there's a different teams.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Ankit Kumar, pre-final year student. My question is to what advice would you give to students wanting to align their project and research with industry needs in cybersecurity?
Don't get that question.
Bache, can you repeat your question, please?
Okay, ma'am. My question is, what advice would you give to students wanting to align their project or research with industry needs in cybersecurity?
Would like to
Research and projects in what we will build for the in cybersecurity.
Yeah, see, we do realize that all the students who will be there in this course, not everybody will become employees of a company, right? There will be many who will go for their higher studies, they will go into research, but the basics of what is required will definitely be covered. Having said that, for you, it is important if somebody wants to use this course to go moving forward. Current curriculum which is there is designed based on Wipro's needs in the industry. For example, what I mean to say is, let's say there are 10 modules, 10 topics in cybersecurity. Maybe Wipro is focusing on 6 of them, and that's why we are included in the curriculum those topics which relate to these 6 areas where Wipro is interested. But if you want to do a research in the other 4, then this course is not going to help. Therefore, first you should understand what is your interest in cybersecurity. Is it a particular area of cybersecurity? If that area is being covered part of the course, this will definitely help. If it is not going to be covered here, then this will not be very useful for you, except that you will know about other topics of cybersecurity. So please, have thoughts clear. Okay, but if you want to build and do more research on the topics we are covering, then this will definitely be cutting edge. Of course, research is a different area. Preparing for an industry is a different area, but it will definitely cover in detail whatever topics we are included. Yeah, Bala, if you want to add to that anything, please feel free.
Yeah, that's
Sir.
understanding those
Excuse me, sir.
areas important. So example, classic example,
आवाज नहीं
if he has the aspiration. So you were saying something, Ankit?
No, sir.
Yeah. So example I would like to say is if interest is in the area of quantum computing, right? How cybersecurity and quantum computing are aligned, right? Today, the business opportunities are far less. Okay, it's a very emerging and early stages and of evolution, right? So it's more of a research only, but the opportunities will be very limited. Our intake and in terms of placing people in that kind of subjects are also very small in number. I would say lower single digits. But if your interest is in the areas which are mainstream business areas, obviously it will be very much uh, aligned, and your internship also usually it is made aligned that way.
Excuse me, sir. Hello.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Sir,
Let's go through in the order in which the hands were raised. I think the next one is Durgesh, right? Saurav, I think hand was already addressed.
sir, I have a question. Hello. Sir,
Yeah.
if I have Wipro Talent Next certificate, is there is any chance of getting job in Wipro?
Yeah, good to know that you have a TalentNet certificate. See, TalentNet certificate, as you know, is for some technologies, probably, .NET or full stack Java. We have started doing for Python. Of course, if Wipro is hiring for that kind of role with that technology, you definitely stand a chance. But right now, Wipro has started the COE with an objective of hiring students who will become cyber securists, right? Therefore, the Talent Next certificate that you have will not directly help here. Yes, if you really enroll into this course and enhance your skills in the cybersecurity area, and go through the assessment, you definitely stand a chance.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello.
Pratham, you can ask question.
Hello,
Rudra.
Anu.
Yes, Pratham.
Good afternoon, sir. Actually, in this course, we mainly focus on defensive security.
Is it your question, Ruchi? Are we doing that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Defensive security.
So if your point is about defensive, offensive, while the course may not be focusing on the offensive part, but there are certain opportunities down the line where people can get into offensive related in a much more ethical way. There is a way to engage with the customers to do those kind of tasks, but they will not come at the very early parts of the career generally.
Okay, okay, sir.
Unless people understand the defensive side, they will not be able to be very productive and successful in carrying out the offensive stuff on a validation point of view. Something like
Okay.
attack simulation, penetration testing. If you meant something like that, yeah, those are all definitely down the line.
Okay, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Priyanshu,
Yeah,
you can
go
also ask.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, my name is Priyanshu Tiwari and I'm a final year student. Ma'am, I want to ask you how and when we joined the course of cybersecurity.
You are a final year student?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in your eighth semester, like after your ETE, we will be announcing the dates, Bache. Like we will be announcing the dates beforehand, but after your ETE at the starting of eighth semester, you can join that. So you will be informed.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So when the eighth semester registration will happen, we will be starting at that time. We will be starting, and it is probably at the last week of February.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, what will be the eligibility criteria for 8th semester student?
What will be the eligibility criteria for 8th semester? We, regarding
Yes, yes.
Wipro eligibility, we have already shared a mail with all of you. We will once again send you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
I hope through placement also you must have get earlier also, because I think the pre-placement talk already happened in your batch. So at that time, the eligibility criteria was discussed, but we will once again share with you the eligibility criteria.
Company will come to our college or not for on-campus
Pardon?
placement?
Company will come to the.
Company will come to the college. Yeah, for recruitment, it will come to the college. But before that, as sir has already explained, that just you have to give these two exams. One is the generic one, and another one exam also, technical exam. For that, we are preparing you into the COE. So when you will be
Okay.
attending the training, after that you will be giving. So the training is mandatory for that.
Prakash, I have a hard stop. I can take one last question if there's anything for me.
Sure. Thank you, Bala.
Is Abhishek Gupta?
Question for Mr. Bala sir. Sir, I was wondering if it's the course about developing tools regarding the same, or it's like protection that for the cybersecurity attacks that happens on a regular basis on the websites. So what is it all about?
Sorry, you were breaking it actually. Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, sir, let me repeat it again. So I was wondering if are we into developing tools that is gonna avoid this kind of threats that happens, or we will be getting into measures that should be taken while developing any website, or identifying any loopholes that might lead to certain sort of cybersecurity attacks.
We will not be creating any new products. We will be ensuring that how customers can be proactively protected with the right controls, right? Be it identity controls, or be it data security protection controls, or be it exposure detection controls. So all these detection, response, preventative recovery, all these kind of controls will be put in place from a cybersecurity point of view. So this is where the opportunities are largely going to be part of you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I wanna know. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I think we have taken up quite good number of questions from students. Still, because now we are in Wipro COE, then definitely Prakash sir and Bala sir will be in connection with us, and we can keep on asking our further queries. And I hope students will have multiple and thousands of questions when they will join this course and this Wipro COE. So we will keep on this journey. For today, I would now
Hello, ma'am.
would like
One
to
more
close
question.
this Q&A session. And with this, I would like to thank you everyone. Thank you all the students for joining and taking the interest into the orientation program. I would like to thank Bala Bhaskar ji sir for taking up the queries, so patiently and addressing the students on the importance of cybersecurity and what Wipro is doing. It was very insightful for all of us as well. And thank you to Prakash sir for sparing his time to be available in the university in person and sparing his time and addressing the students on to the importance of this COE. At the end, I would like to tell the students that this is one of a kind of opportunity which only few of the university and colleges are having. And we are the lucky one that Wipro has established the COE in the university. So I think you should be taking 100% advantage of this Center of Excellence. We will keep floating the information to you time by time. And in your sixth semester and eighth semester, you are going to start these courses. So every query will be answered. Don't worry if you have not able to put up your questions here in this platform. Thank you so much, all the students. Thank you, Bala Bhaskar sir. Would love to have you in the university someday, whenever we can in person interact with the students. And thank you, Prakash sir, for being
Sure.
here. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank you.
much,
Thank you
all
very
of you.
much.
My
Best wishes
colleagues
to
for
students.
joining here. Thank you,
Hello.
CPDD ma'am, Director CPDD, if you are here. Thank you very much. Thank you, all of you.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Thank you.
One question
Bye-bye.
I have. Hello. Hello. Raju.
Bye.
Hello, ma'am. One question I have.
What question?
I think she leave.
Sir, this course only for BTech third year or fourth year students or else MTech or MCA students?